Welcome back to the Ultimate Wolf Reviews Game. So today I'm reviewing the Transformers Generation Slowpox Rotorstorm, which is an interesting figure. It's a repaint, like retool of the Siege Spinster. This version of the character is not based, well, Rotorstorm isn't based on any of the previous. It's like G1 art or IDW art. It's brand new design, just repainted from his colors, just put onto the Siege Spinster mold. So with the same weapons as Spinster, well, same stuff as Spinster, just slightly different. But when this figure was originally, when we first saw pictures of this figure, we only, well, the head was just a reuse of the Siege Spinster head. And then right before it released or something like that. And then we saw the new head for this figure. So there's that, at least. There's a new head, that's all the differences. But besides the paint, you know, watch the Frame His Son's Holland unboxing video, that's when I unboxed this figure. Live on there. So there's that one. Here's my LG unboxing video. Many other reviews, too. There's that. Opening up in the stream and telling people that I went live. So yeah, you can see there's that. Oh, there was that. But yeah, the figure was different. Paint is good. There's no paint chippage on any part. Have everything set up too. Just open my phone on the chat so that way I missed it. I could quickly just see it there. Yeah, I already have like everything set up. Now, really, today, the installations from and Josh Anderson were originally all three supposed to play Red Hunting Grounds. And then, yeah, me and Slations were due to stream that. Fortunately, we couldn't do that. For some reason, the game glitched on me and said I couldn't stream the game, which I eventually did later after me and Josh actually got off. The stream it actually gave me the option to stream the game, but I at least got to do an hour recording of it, and then that video of me and Josh fighting each other would be going up on the weekend. Sunday, I believe, so. Yes, that video will be going up on Sunday, where it's just Saturday, me versus Josh. There's that. Too, but many other videos too coming out. It's like this one, like that Overwatch figure, and then the Godzilla versus Kong figure. And then the Studio Series figures. The Studio Series Constructicons, all 8 of them, and then Devastator. The Studio Series Sentinel Prime. Studio Series Dino, the Studio Series Jet Shatter Studio Series. There's those. But yeah, the Studio Series Blitzwing, Studio Series Jet Shatter, and Dino, and then all 8 of the Constructicons. And while I have a dog right behind me or next to me while I'm doing this review. So, okay, yeah, she was gonna lay right behind me while I just do this review. So, and then last night when I was streaming Mortal Kombat, I did at least hit 120 subs on that stream. So yeah, there's that. Yes. So yeah, there's that. Many other videos, reviews too. I got many different streams. Mortal Kombat 11 will be, well, finishing it. Aftermath, the Aftermath expansion. I'll be finishing that tomorrow night. And then with some Control Ultimate Edition after that. So yeah, 2 game streams tomorrow night. One's gonna be short, one's gonna be a little longer. I like my usual stream time. But yeah, many different figures to unbox. Like me, the seller sent me that last package with the 5 figures plus the 1 bonus one. He did actually send me the link for a Studio Series Sentinel Prime upgrade kit, so I'll probably pick that up too with that. And a few of the other upgrade kits that I did mention too. And he's still looking for the Blitzwing parts. Well, 2 missing Blitzwing parts, which he actually found one. He's just looking for the other missile. But yeah, he has the box and everything in the backdrop, so he's going to be saying that all for free. So that'll probably be an updated unboxing video. But yeah, there's that. Hey Aaron, how are you doing? Just doing the intro right now. Just trying to avoid the noise in the background, so I'm going to turn the fan on so we don't hear them talking. And just doing that, well, about to do the Rotorstorm review. I did tell a few people that would be going live about, 10 minutes ago. All granted, my computer was going slow, and then it took me longer time, but I did tell multiple people that would be going live around this time. And then there's background noise. Then I have a dog actually sleeping on the bed next to me, which you won't be able to see her, but she's sleeping. So I don't have to deal with her running in and out while I'm doing this review. And those people do know when I was going live and have that Predator video being uploaded on the weekend. Of me versus Josh Anderson, or I believe a child at Predator Hunting Grounds, Wolf versus Sith Carrier. So yeah, that's going to be interesting. And when Salacious gets on, well, can play, so the 3 of us will be playing. Me versus Sith Carrier, and then versus Salacious Worm again. Or the Monkey Lizard. So there's that. That. So yeah, I'm gonna swap it and turn on the camera for the review. Well, the review camera. So yeah, I'll quickly do that. But yeah, I know a few people will try to be joining this live stream. So we'll see when they join. Hey, go dog, go, jump on the bed, girl. Oh, there goes the dog. Especially didn't give you guys the drinking water, reminder. Drink water reminder. There. Beautiful microphone noise, but there's that. And then next week I will also be streaming more Control after it started on this Friday, which will be tomorrow night, and then also Black Panther for the more for Wakanda expansion for most Avengers. There's going to be that too, and probably a few more Twitch streams here and there. So, do those. So I'm just quickly turn on the other camera. This mic, so that way. Get back by the audio. actually see our comment. I was just swapping screens. Well, swapping screens, and then actually just quickly mute the audio on my other device, so that way you won't hear our background echo. But yeah, I was at least telling him. Then they was talking to Salacious like after he had to go, and then so yeah, he said he didn't have enough storage to finish updating Pred, so we didn't even play Pred. Or me and him didn't play Pred after you left. So he still needs to update. He was blaming it on me. So then I told him there was a space bananas there too, and then like droids looking at him. So he missed out on space bananas because it's a monkey lizard too. Well, he's a monkey lizard. And then also was talking about that. But then I did also say when, well, both of you figure out a time that works for you, then the three of us could play Predator hunting rounds again. But at least that video will be uploading on the weekend. The play just versus me versus you to see who's good at the game, or at least both sides. But yeah, I'll be able to play Pred after this review. I don't know when that will be, Josh. But anyways, I'm just taking a look at the box first. Things first. So the Generation Select box, so you can see Cybertron writing right there. Transformers, work for Cybertron Trilogy. Autobot symbols, spray painted. Coolio. Yes, Coolio. But yeah, I'll definitely be able to jump back on Pred after this review for a while. Bottom it says Rotorstorm right there. Add Deluxe Classic Cards. Homie, Autobot symbol, Generations. Selects right there. There's that on the side, all that. Right there, we open it. Sides of it is just like the warning label. And then top of back of the box is the Transformers War for Cybertron Trilogy. And the other side was just the Autobot symbol. Bottom of the box is nothing. Two. It is nothing. There's that. Okay. So how you see it, this you don't even know what figure you're getting. Generation Selects, I'll probably just quickly say this. Generation Selects is just repainted versions of figures just released. Hello, gentlemen. The weirdo is here. Hey, Hop Roll to Adam, John Joker. Hello, gentlemen. The weirdo is here. Hello, John Joker. Hello, John Joker. What's that? No, M3 reviews will probably making his appearance soon. So you'll be able to chat with him too. Hey, Josh. So I was just quickly talking about the box while you guys just joined. So I'm just going to quickly go over it. Front of it. Transformers to Purpose Cybertron Trilogy, Cybertron symbols. So it looks like it's pre-painted on. See, H's A and up, Hasbro. John Joker, High Ironhead. Okay. Side of the box right there. Side of the box. Back of the box, Transformers War for Cybertron Trilogy. Right there. Side of the box is just the side of the Autobot symbol. Spray painted. Bottom of the box is just the rest of the tape that seals it up. And then there's the top of it, front of it. The Autobot symbol. Transformers, authentic. The camera focuses. Over here, Rotorstorm. He's number 19, then in the War for Cybertron in the Generation Select line. Cool. He's a deluxe class figure. Takara Tomy right there. Autobot symbol, Generations. Selects. There, if I can get the camera to focus on it. So there, that's it for the box. Well, almost all of it. As with Generation Selects, it's different. So I'm going to have to probably set the figure back because it's going to be a little bit. I said set the figure back, not knock him over. Alright, so I'm just going to set him back for a sec. So there's this. So now you just will take a knife and just slice. I have one like that. It's the bad wheeljack. Oh yeah. Yeah, skipjack wasn't skipjack. I know who you mean. Exhaust, that too. Yeah, you're talking about exhaust. So you open this front layer and you see like holographic right there. Excellent. So you can see just do this little detail right there. Transformers. Warfare Cybertron Trilogy XL. And then once you open it all the way, you can see more of that detail, that part right there. And I'll just extend this out. And then you can see your clamshell right there where the plastic prism where your figure would sit at. Granted, you could just remove that, but I won't because like all the twist dice and stuff are still in it, so I don't want all of this. But granted, I believe they don't have the twist dice, so. But if you want, so you can see they just put it in the cardboard. So if you want, it's super easy, but you can just. There, so that's the box, and you get your instructions in it too. Everything that comes with the figure sits in there, so you just pop it out. Generation Select figures are just repaints of the figures. There's small repaints, major repaints. So that's it for the box. There. So I'm just going to fold the box back up and set it off to the side. Yeah, that was the exhaust figure. And this is also my first generation Select figure. And then I did find this one at the Frankenstein's Collectibles when I did that unboxing for that one day. But there's that. I'm just going to set his box back off to the side and box back on the stream. First, making sure my devices were muted. I'm back. Echo. Okay. So then, well, here's the figure out of the box. Okay. I said out of the box. Can you? There. It's out of the box. So now you do get a few accessories with Rotorstorm. You get his instructions, which you might need. It's killing me not opening Nemesis Prime. It's killing me. Not opening Nemesis Prime. It was expensive. Yeah, that Nemesis Prime was expensive. Anyways. Hey, Josh and John. Hey, Adam and John. Sorry. There's that. So here's the instructions. So you can see it's different. Like bluish and black. See all about some old agency now. Sorry, I work text. Oh, you're good, Josh. Transformers Warfare Cybertron Trilogy. Autobot Symbol Generations. Transformers. Rotorstorm Autobot. He's number 19 in this Generation Selects line. There's the Autobot symbol. And just extend it, which will actually need the instructions with this figure. Granted, if you have the Siege Spinster mold, you would know what you're doing with this transformation. Because you're going to need it for a step. Work call at this time. Tell them you're busy with us. Plus, yeah, John, we're 2 hours behind, so it's only 10:33. But he is the boss at his work. Yeah, I know, that would just be the perfect excuse. So I'm just quickly showing you the steps, which I'm going to go over once I talk about his transformation later. There's that. And then the back of it, which he transforms in 25 steps. Granted, the 25th step is the hardest. Just quickly skimming over it. Back and forth. Which you're definitely going to need too. And then, that's the 25th step, putting the weapons on. Josh, you're feeling better? Because last night you did have the headache. Oh, wait, what? yeah, so if you don't know, Josh was actually having a headache last night. So he couldn't make it to the Mortal Kombat stream. But he did at least make it to when me and him fought bread. Okay, I actually just left the building and one of my managers texted me with a schedule question. Good times. Yes, I am, Adam. Thank you. Great news. I got such a wait. What? I got such a bad migraine. I had to go to bed. Yeah, it was. You were even saying it was hard to look at, stare at the small screens, too. All right, and there was M3 reviews. You talk about him, and then he just shows up when you talk about him. So that was the instructions for Rotorstorm. Right, you talked about the box, but he does come with 2 accessories. Oh man, bro. Oh man, bro. I hope you feel better. John, that was last night. He wasn't. But yes, he is feeling a little bit better. So now here's his guns. They're actually different sculpts. They're actually different painted than the Siege Minister mold, which I'll do more when I do the final thoughts. But how are you doing, M3? So now these are the guns. So now there are 2 different sculpts too. Beer cures, yes, beer cures all migraines, Josh. There you have it right there. There's your answer, Josh. So there's you can see it's blue and then it's done in the orange. And it's done in the yellow plastic right there. And then that one's a minigun, but this one's a rocket, so it's done in the lighter blue, almost grayish, gray purplish blue. It's almost done like it's done in the rest of the light. It's done like in light purplish color on there, but then with the yellow tips of like missiles. And so these guns can do a bunch of things too. I was thinking it was the beer beforehand that brought on the migraine. Sith, fist, fist. So you can see that's the bottom. And so they're hollow underneath, but they're small enough so you won't even see them depending on where you display these. So I'll set these weapons off to the side so we can actually take a look at the Generation Selects Rotorstorm figure. I'll show them how the weapons, all that stuff. So you can see there's the purple propellers, the rotors right there, and then the red cockpit. Transformers are the best. 2 toys in 1? Yes. Or a 6 in 1 because the 6 changers or the 2, the ones that can transform into 2. I have Spinster. I like the transformation. Oh, nice. Yeah, this is the Rotorstorm. It's just the exact repaint, but as you see, just a new head. But for the Generation Select line. Yeah, I never got to see Spinster mode, so I decided to pick this one up. The Rotorstorm version. I mean, but again, it's a different color scheme. Like you can see the pink for like the hands, the rotors on the back. The eyes are done that. The silver, the blue. The red cockpits. Dual cockpits. Yeah, nice, neat colors indeed. The blue. The pink. You can see, like, if you look, you can see, like, the Autobot symbols down on those little rivets right there. Blue. The gray. The red. The light, the blue again on the feet. Well, 2 different colors. 2 different blues, but you can see it looks good. Red translucent for the cockpit. For where they go in all mode. Front of him. Side of him, it's just literally the back and then part of the backpack. Rotors right there. There's the Autobot symbol, there's that. So you can see there he is from the back. So I'll go over his articulation and showing out his detail a little bit more. But yeah, and so this one does have a completely new head sculpt over the Spinster transformation. Well, Spinster version. So you can see there's the head sculpt. It's here, I'll see if I can get the light on it. Better. There, so you can see there's the blue right there. Multiple blues right there. The pink. Yes, yeah, the colors are cool. Pink for the eyes too, and then like the silver for the mouth. Cockpit / water hole. There, so you can see there's the head sculpt. So you can see like the silver right there. Blue visor, blue goggles, the pink goggles right there. You can see the head sculpt. Details, there's the side of the head. 2. For articulation, the head it's on the ball joint, the base. So head can look this far down. Can't look any far up to the backpack. But it can do a full 360 swivel. No issues there. And look, well, that far up. That's how far up if you want, but down, up, right there. So full 360. Arms can do a full 360. Granted, the propellers might get in the way, but the blades might get in the way. But if you see, you can just swivel these out, rotate these out of the way, and then you have full 360. No issues there. They can go that far out. So if you look, you can see the oddbot symbol right there, tambographed onto like little rivets right there. There's that. Biceps swivel, full 360, no issues there. Oh, and he has a double jointed elbow. Here's 1, here's 2. 2 is more for the transformation. But hey, you have the double joint. And then the hands are on the swivel. The base. So you at least get a full 360 swivel. And then here, if you look right there, you can see like molded details right on the inside of the hands. So at least it's not just hollow and then there's nothing molded in. Yes, he does have a waist swivel. He doesn't have the ab crunch to the way how he transforms, but waist swivel full 360 to through the way how he transforms. So you can see there's that. Legs can go this far forward. No issues there. This far back. That far back, no issues there. This far out, so yes, he can do the splits. If you want him to do splits, you can get him to do the splits. There's that. Thigh swivel. Full 360, no issues there. Knee bend, it's on a single joint, but due to transformation, it's going to be a double joint. So you can get about more than 90 degrees of bend. There. There's like a little hollowness right there. 2. But it's not a lot of hollowness. 2. Just the way how it transforms. That's in the molding detail. 2. You have 5mm ports throughout the figure, so if you want, you can ramp up and even. But now he does have an ankle tiltage. Full ankle tiltage. Both sides. Van Damme him. Full ankle tiltage on the deluxe. Granted, it's mostly due to the way how he transforms. Toe tilt. Toe can go this far up and all the way back. So you can see it there, all the way forward and all the way back. Granted, the back's more due to his transformation, but you have that. And damn him. And then there's again from the back. Right, so you could store the weapons or any Battlemasters or Micromasters in their weapon mode on him anywhere you want. But I'll quickly do a few comparisons, and then I'll show you like, well, how I'll display him, and then with like the flight stand too, and then talk about his transformation too. Man, damn it. Hello, Josh. But yeah, Josh, I'll let you know when I can play right after this review. 2. But there, so you can see like it does look good from the distance, especially with the light around him. But yeah, you can see the 5mm ports throughout the figure. Okay, so there's that. For comparisons, here he is with the Siege Autobot version of the Impactor version. Here is the Siege Autobot Impactor. On the common version, go on the 3-pack with the Hollow Mirage and then the Power Master, I believe it was. But there's Impactor right there, so you can see they're around the same height. Or they're actually the same height. So you can see there's that. Two. Yeah, it's going down. But so you can see Impactor is literally like around the same height as him, as Rotorstorm. Both deluxes. Or I believe, yeah, Impactor was a deluxe, unless it could have been a Voyager. But anyway, so you can see how big they are. Granted, I'm also making sure it's in the middle. But yeah, they're around the same height. The shoulders are the same length. The head, so I was saying length. But so you can see there's that. So which Rotorstorm's kind of looking down. Let me fix that. There you go. Granted, Rotorstorm is a little bit more bigger with the backpack. And there. So that's the Siege Autobot Impactor, which I'll just put him off to the side. Here he is with the Here he is with the Kingdom Warpath. Right there. So you can see how Warpath does scale with Rotorstorm. Another deluxe class compared to a deluxe class. So there's that right there. And here is the Siege Netflix Ultra Magnus. Just so you can get a sense of how big he would be. If you have the Kingdom Ultra Magnus or the normal Siege Magnus, he would literally just be the same height. Wow. Warpath is so much smaller. Yeah, well, Warpath does scale with the other mini bots. But then there's that. And then there's Magnus. Yeah. So you can link it as a sense. Here I can probably bring Magnus in a little bit. Or granted, Magnus is a little bit shorter for his comparison. Well, he's supposed to be more a much bigger bot. But there is the Magnus right next to him. Which, yeah, you can definitely tell Magnus is bigger. But the back of Rotorstorm's fin, right there, part right there. Magnus looks great, yeah. But there is an upgrade kit for Magnus that does give him a little bit bigger height. But so you can see this tip of it literally lines up with the chest. So you can see how much bigger bot he is. So that would be for the Ultra Magnus from the Netflix version, of course. So, granted, if you had the Kingdom version, it would look like that. How does Magnus sail to Optimus? I don't actually have an Optimus Prime. But at least you can see that. I'll show you some pictures. I have many versions of Prime. Josh, did you see What If? Yes, he watched it Wednesday night, then we played Red Hunting Grounds. I did, did you? Hey, guys, please no spoilers for it. Okay, so before. Magnus is bigger than Optimus. Josh, there you go. He just answered your question. Magnus is bigger than Optimus. And yes, Rotorstorm is blast effect compatible, so I'll just bring out a few of the blast effects that I do have around. So you can get like a sense of scale. Yeah, man, it was dynamic. It was phenomenal. Okay, so blast effect up on the shoulder. Right there. There's one of the Siege Omega ones. So Siege Omega. There, so you can see he does have 3 blast effects right there. Well, spots right on his, one on the shoulder, one on the arm, and then one on the chest. And I believe that's all the blast effect parts were on him. But this arm one's a little bit loose. But so you can see if you want, you can have him like he's getting shot. Same 3. Same size as Rotorstorm, basically. Magnus should be a bit bigger. Makes sense. Yeah, Josh, there is actually an upgrade kit for the Magnus to give him more height, which I might pick up. I love the Blast Effects. They need to come out with a box of 100 randoms. They need to. Diaclone? But yes, and they need to. I would buy that. They definitely need to. I would definitely buy that as first as I saw that. Yeah, I'm surprised Hasbro still hasn't done that. Or with the Ectotron crossover, they should have done with the Ectotron crossover with either the Afterlife version or the normal version of him. They should have given him his blast effect to give him like he was using the wand. I hear the episodes will begin to connect and leading to Doctor Strange, into Spider-Man 3 and Doctor Strange 2. Oh, nice. There. So yeah, as you see, it's fully possible. Right there. So that's comparison. So yes, I'll just put his weapons on, and I'll display him too on my collection. So I'm just going to quickly do that. So yeah, you can see there's a bunch of ports, but granted, you can put one of these guns in the hands, so he's holding it in his hands. If you want, I'm just giving you a few options because he has a bunch of options. So yes, if you want, you can have him dual wielding both in his hands, like so. I also heard the main character in episode 1 will have an appearance in Doctor Strange. Nice. Yes, just don't say the character's name because then that would be a spoiler. So there's that. So one other configuration is if you want, or we'll set them off to the side for a quick second. As you see, there is. I was really impressed they got the actors to the voice work. I can say this. I heard all the actors are not back. Like I heard they recast Dave Bautista. They recast Drax, and then Dave Bautista was pissed at that. So I believe Drax, whoever does Drax, and then What If, won't be the Dave Bautista Drax. So there's that. Okay, the weapons will also be able to combine. So as you see, there is a slot right there at the back. We'll port right here, and then there's a peg right there. Port, and then a peg. These two will just line up in whatever configuration you want. So you can give them both weapons on top. Or if you don't want this configuration, yeah, and then I believe they even brought RDG back, Robert Downey Jr. back, and then people were pissed about that when you saw him in that trailer. But there's that. And then the minigun can be also pegged now on top. So whatever configuration you want. For that. But like I said, you do have a bunch of 5mm ports, so here I'll just give you an example of how many 5mm ports he has. 2 on the hips, on the sides of the cockpit. He has 1 each on the feet. So yeah, see if you want, you can give him blast effects on his feet. Blast effects on the feet. His weapons on the feet, or weaponizers. There's that. He has 2 other ports on the shoulders. 2. So if you want, yeah, he has a bunch of blast effects. Not gonna get. Wait. Okay, wait, what? Okay. Great show, Ultimate. See you next time. Chat. My pillow is calling me. Gonna jet. Great show, Ultimate. We'll see you next time. Chat. Yes, we'll see you next time, M3 Reviews. Wait, at least you made it and got to stop by for a few minutes for a little bit and chat. So there's that. So you can see there's a bunch of ways you can arm up your Rotorstorm. Granted, there is 2 more ports which are actually hidden on the back of the figure. which you can activate in using Beast in his alt mode, but I'll have to rearrange. So, but anyways, there is a 5mm port on the back, which if you want, you can at least fit one weapon on the back. Right there. So if you want, you have a bunch of 5mm ports on the figure. Which granted, those are covered up. Because there's the rotor blades right there. So, yeah, that's the only thing there. So if you want, you have options right there. Right there, if you want. But if you do it on the back, only one will fit. Now let me just re-put the blades back where they were for the robot mode orientation. But yeah, catch you later, M3. There's that. So I'll just stand back a little bit. So now how I'll display in Ransom was you see in the thumbnail. But I just put them on the regular configuration so that way they're like sitting on the forearms. And just like bend and then slightly bring forward. So that way it looks like he has two guns on his arms. So that way it's like he's about to shoot some Decepticons. There, so put him on the arms and then just orient and then bend a little bit. So that way it kind of gives him like he has little forearm guns. Which that's a nice pose right there. And then I believe, yeah, then I bring this 1 foot forward and then bend it a little bit. And then with like some ankle tiltage too. This other leg I bring out using that thigh swivel and then I use some ankle tiltage. So that way it looks somewhat like that for the pose. Well, here, let me just. So that way it looks somewhat like this for a pose. And then I usually just leave the waist straight out. So it looks somewhat like that for how I display him in his robot mode, which it does look good. So you can see like both arm-mounted cannons right there. So it's like he's just ready to start lasering Decepticons or shooting Decepticons with his minigun and 2 rockets right there. Let me just bring one in a little bit because it looks like they're a little bit off. Right there, so that way it looks like, yeah, he's all ready to start shooting some cons. And now he is blaster compatible. His guns are. Now I did actually try putting both of the Siege Omega Supreme blast effects on his arm, on the arm cannons. Yeah, they don't really fit good on that, on the arms. But I do have like the Siege Netflix run, which that came with the Netflix Ultra Magnus. So then I just put the wrong blast effects on him on Rotorstorm, so that way it gives him like something right here out of this hand, on this gun. And then for this, the minigun, I just pegged the blue ones, these ones up here, on. So that way you could see he is blast effect compatible. There, you can see he's blast effect compatible. Okay, so that way you can get Rotorstorm all armed and ready for battle. All armed up and ready for battle. Where you can fight up against the cons. Okay. Just make sure the rotor blades aren't fully pegged in, so that way they don't rotate around. But there, so if you want, you can like give him like his fully in battle. You can see the 2 arm guns. And he's about to start shooting some cons. Well, it looks like this arm is a little bit more down. And so I'm also just looking at this from the camera view there. There, so that way you can get both arm cannons right there. Right there, so you can at least see that. There, I'll just quickly put them on the flight stand. Josh did say later M3, about what, 6 minutes later, Josh? 6 minutes later, Josh. See you later, Tim. At least see. Well, at least someone did. Well, someone else did besides me. I'm just quickly putting him on the flight stand. Well, rearranging a flight stand. Alright, so you could be driving, so I totally understand. There, so I'm just quickly rearranging the flight stand so it can hold this weight up. And then, yes, the port is in his crotch, at the bottom of the crotch. Which is a little loose fit for at least my flight stand. It's not as tight. So there, so that way it kind of gives him a little bit. Granted, he will stand fully once I arm him up. I'm catching up on Twitter and Insta. Okay. Well, at least you're multitasking. There, let me. There. Well, here, if he stands, I can get him in this pose. There, he's leaning a little bit forward on the stand. Granted, it's a little loose. You see, but maybe if I bring it back, so that way now it looks like he's just all arranged and ready for battle. It's not as tight. That's what she said. Well, Josh, it's a little loose. Watch. You can see it's wobbling. Especially for helicopter mode, you can see how loose it is. Like, see, I'm just doing it with one hand. It's not as tight. But it will hold a pose. So you can, like, get in the fact he's doing the blast. In the fact he's shooting. A little bit. Here, let me just bring this leg back and then rotate. There, so it kind of gives him a little bit different pose. So that way you can like see the pose. He won't be able to stand. Alright, anyways, let me just remove him off the flight stand. Because we still have a transformation to go through. He's pretty posable. Yes, Josh. But granted, some of it's mostly due to the way how he transforms. Speaking of how he transforms, let's see how Rotorstorm transforms into his helicopter mode. So I'm just going to quickly stand the figure back up into his normal stance. Well, how I had him right before I started going through the posability weapons. Was that stand stick in his butt? Oh, Josh, it does not peg right into the butt. It pegs into somewhat a little bit lower. A little bit lower, Josh. It goes where you know what goes. Here, I can actually show you where it goes. Here, let me just spread the legs. See that little port right under there? That's where the flight stand pegs into. That port underneath. That's where it pegs into, Josh. So yes, it pegs into that area. There, so let's just set the flight stand back off to the side because we'll need that for all mode. Okay, there, let's restand, back up, restrain out everything. Restrain out everything. Let me rearrange the waist because I can tell it's slightly rotated. There we go. I'm going to rearrange the thighs. Right there. There, so I'm just going to stand back. He has a Chad peg hole. Yes. Oh, yes, that's his peg hole. Okay, that was just the one I was rearranging. Currently, I have a barking dog in the back. Brown. Okay, so let's see how it transforms. Just stick it right in the taint. Yes, let's stick it right in the taint, Josh. That's right. You guessed where it plugs in. Okay, so now let's talk about Rotorstorm's transformation. By the way, I actually had to stand down one of the pegs because it was a little too tight and I didn't want to break the shoulder. So that's why the left one looks a little bit more different. So to transform, just collapse Just fold up the shoulders. There is a tab right here. Tab, and then there is a slot right there in the hand, an arm. So that will just, you're going to use the double joint, and then that will just tab in right there. Billy. If we say his name multiple times, will he show up? Billy. Oh, Billy. Oh, Billy. Which, nope, he didn't show up. Wait for it. Josh, how long do we have to wait? Billy juice? Billy. Yes, Billy. So, Josh, how long do we have to wait? Yes, Billy juice. So, just do the same thing on the other side. There. So then I just personally bring up these shoulders for a second. Out of the way like this for a second. Because it's going to help like a little later step. And now you're going to rotate to the back. Do a 180 to the back. And you're just going to rotate this downward. No window, love, Adam. No window, love, Adam. So there's that. So you can see there's the fully extended rotors. Okay. So now this is where it gets a little bit different. So actually the instructions are actually right in front of me, behind the camera. So that way I don't have to look around far. So yeah, you want to unpeg the backpack, just untap it. You're gonna so you can see there's a tab right here. So you're gonna pull this back. Right there. So then there's that tab. I will just tab in right there for roll mode. Untap. But now you're gonna untab the spoiler, the back part of it on the helicopter. Untab. There's these two pieces that just sit on the inside of the cockpit, which there's two tabs on that fixing. Like running backwards through a cornfield naked. Okay. So there. So you want to unpack. Like so, and now you're gonna lean the body forward. And peg. That actually just pegged in there. Okay. So you're gonna rotate it around. No. There. So you want to just rotate it around. And then the shoulders just actually the rotor and back of the heli just came intact. So now you're just gonna keep on rotating it all the way around. Like so. And now I have the instructions right for me. So now you're gonna clip this in. There is a square. I'll just sit right there. Bring this up. Well, and once this is all the way down, you can see the head will just sit under here. So you can see this there's the head, so it will sit under that gap. So now you're not going to rotate the head. There's the reason why. Thought you were going to, and then not. So you can see since you brought that forward, we're just going to leave this open for the moment. But so now we're going to rotate it. But so you're going to rotate so you can see this side. The instructions just say like rotate to this way, which you're gonna. So here I'm gonna show you how to. So you're going to just take the lower half and just swivel, so that way you can see there's a screw. So if you see on this side there is a screw right there, and then this side there is not a screw, and on the back there is a screw. So you just want to rotate. So both screws are going to be facing this way. Well, you'll see rotating them this way. So both screws are facing that way, so that way you don't see the screw. Okay? Now we're going to just bring out the legs. Bring out the legs. So now you're probably wondering, how does one of them form the cockpit? I am on the toilet. Anyone want to join? No, I'm good. Pronto. So now you're going to open up this panel right here at the back and tab it. Tab it. So you can see there is a hinge right there. There's a little tab right there. So which one, me or both of us? And my phone's right behind me. Actually on the stream, so I don't know about Adam. Oh my god, Josh! I just saw what you sent. Hello, Josh. Hello. Oh, wait, John, you still here? You've been quiet for a while. Granted, you are 2 hours ahead of us here. Well, 2 hours ahead of me and Josh. But yeah, you've been quiet for a while, John. I just realized. Yeah, you've been quiet since 10:35. Well, yeah. Oh my god, Josh. I did quickly respond to your picture, but there's that. So yeah, you want to rotate them. You just want to open those panels up. Okay. Now you're going to peg them in, but so you're gonna so you can see this one has a tab that will peg into the slot, to a slot right there. Bring it up, clip it in. That's one side done. Now for the other side, it's a little bit more different transformation, but the instructions actually do lie to you. Instructions do lie. So here, let me show you. So the instructions do actually have a little lie. So you can see you're going to bring that up, and then that will eventually tab in. You think that's the way? No. So I'll show you. Instructions just want you to bring this leg up, and that's going to be alt mode transformation. No, that's not it. Bunny that dumps like a Rottweiler. Yes. So now you're actually going to rotate the foot 180 and then bring it up. So now look, this one has a swivel. Actually, they both have the mushroom peg on the foot, but it's this side. So it's the side that doesn't have a landing gear. See, this side has landing gear. This one you're just going to bring up. This side you're actually going to do a little bit different. You're just going to rotate it at the base. You see there's a mushroom peg right there. Rotate it around 180. So now look here, I'll show you. So on this foot, you can see there is a tab. Tab right there. There is, this slot is for later stuff, but there is this straight tab right there. So you're just going to rotate the foot all the way around. And now this will clip, this will slip. Tab in right there. Like so. So you can see that's what you want to do with this foot. So you can see one's going to be granted, and you also want to bring these out because you're going to need clearance for this next step. Okay. Dropping bombs like at Hiroshima. Instructions do tell you to do that step in a later step, but it's okay. So now we're going to just do the back leg first. So the one that doesn't have the wheel. Now you're also going to at least rotate the foot to the thigh to the correct orientation. Let me just oh god, I don't know. Okay, so yeah, you're gonna rotate them, both of the legs. There, I was just remembering the rotation. Making M&Ms, okay. Okay, so look. You're gonna rotate this one at the thigh. There. This one you're gonna rotate forward. Oh, that's the Easter Bunny.
god, no. Okay, so you're gonna bring this leg up. And now you're gonna slightly bend the foot all the way around. So that way it will sit in. So you can see this whole panel is hollow on the inside. There's that red translucent plastic. Now this foot will just sit on the inside, so you can see that's gonna sit on the inside using the double joint. And now you can close this panel up and bring this up. There is you can see there is 2 slots right there, and that will just sit in at the underneath. That will just peg into these 2 tabs. So that will just tab in, but now you see that brings the waist down. Okay. So here, just bring this down, and then that will just tab in. Let me get this side secured, which I. Okay, let me just rotate. There we go. Okay, I just have to rotate this up for a second. So when you're rotating the arms, just rotate them up. Up. So you have clearance. So now we can see there's that side. Right there. Do the same thing for the other side. So bring forward. But since we did that, now we're going to bring the foot back, and then we're going to tap in the front. So bring this foot back. So it's straight, it will peg into that slot right there. Now you're going to bring this forward, and that will just peg into the chest. And see that with that piece, that actually covers up the head, which is nice. Okay, so do the same thing. Well, we're kind of doing the same thing on the other side. Open this panel. Bend it all the way in. Bend, and so that will form the actual cockpit. There, now flip it to the underneath. I'm going to tab in that panel. Now this foot will just peg in the back. Okay, let me just rotate these arms down now, so you have clearance. Okay, so we're almost done with this step. Transformation. There's a tab right there, and there's a slot right there. Another tab right here. Slot right there. So that will just tab in. You just want to line them both up and tab in. Okay, let me just tab in the other side as I bump the light with the part of the rotor. There, so just do the same thing on the other side. Where's the chopper? It's right here, Adam. Now you just want to do the same thing on the other side. Just line up, tab in. Or Josh would know, as he heard me say it multiple times last night. Get to the chopper. There, and now just bring down the landing gear. And now you're just gonna, so the instructions do tell you to peg the minigun in on this side, and then the missile on the other side, onto the bottom of the feet. Just peg in. Just peg in. And that's all modes. What do I know? He said, where's the chopper? I was telling him what I was saying last night. Josh, you heard it too. Get to the chopper. When I was playing as a Dutch a few rounds while you were a Fred. I believe that. Yeah, so you want to actually have the weapons the other way around, so that way they sit more flush. So yeah, you want to have the weapons where they're sitting on this way, so that way you don't. So that way the hollow bits sit down, and then the missiles sit straight. Because Wolf is mean, I never make it to the damn chopper. It's predator hunting grounds. Predator versus a human. And cheats? I do not cheat. I just play by the rules. If it's in the game, I use it. Anyways, that's alt mode. So let's take a look at the detail. Tailspin rotates. There's that. So you can see there's the blue, there's the back part of the chest, which forms the back of that. There's the faux cockpit, which covers up the head, so you don't need to rotate the head. There's the arms right there. Sits on the side. There's the Autobot symbol. Now this is a greenish plastic. The pink rotors, the front cockpit with that little detail right there. Side, the bottom of it with the guns. Two side of it. Top of the chopper. So yes, let's see. I'll show the chopper features in a second. So let's do a quick few comparisons, shall we? Let's just bring. As he does have binding gear too, only one wheel. I brought it down slightly. Okay, so here he is with the Siege Megatron. I'm just doing it so you can get a sense of how big he is in all mode. They're around the same size. Let me bring back. Around the same size, Megas might be a little bit longer. Granted, it's a tank compared to a helicopter. There's that. Granted, the barrel of the tank is longer. There's that. So I'll set tank Siege Mags back off to the side. And another one. Well, for alt mode. No, I'm not transforming my Studio Series Blackout into his helicopter mode. That's going to be a pain to transform. Plus, I don't feel like transforming him. And here he is with the fellow helicopter transformer that I do own. Studio Series Dropkick. Helicopter version. Which you can see once more realistic. Helicopter? There, so there. You can see obviously one cockpit, actual landing gear. This big one. There, that's Dropkick, well, Holy Dropkick from the Studio Series versus the Rotorstorm. There, I'll set him back off to the side because I won't need him. Okay, so yes, there's that. That's literally all for alt mode. The rotors / propellers. Do spin. Blades do spin and spring in the flight stand for a second. There's that. So now here. So I'm just gonna quickly put the flight stand into a flying pose. If I can adjust the weight right in the figure. Stop that. Okay. There. So just peg it in to the same spot. Pegged in robot mode. And gives him the effect that he's hovering. Yes, it will slowly rotate since it is a loose fit. But it does look perfect in frame. I'm going to bring this down a little bit, but gosh, I do not cheat. Okay, anyway, so there's that. So I'm going to see if I can. Let me flip the landing gear away. Let me just. There you go, you got to see him spinning. Here, let me remove it for a second and see if I can. I'll hold it underneath and then just leave it. Yeah, so I do have Generations World, but he's in robot mode. I didn't even bring him down to transform him. But he's with my Generations, Thrilling 30s characters. Okay, I'm just getting it to spin for another second. As you see, they spin phenomenal. The upper one will last a few seconds, like if I just hit it. back one is a smaller one, but so this one you like have to just keep running, keep painting. But that one is smaller. It does work. There. And I actually hit the figure. Okay. But there, so it looks good. While doing that, I'm just going to quickly stand back on the flight stand deck. So yes, if you spin freely, the back ones look good. It's a little loose on the flight stand. Son, helicopter, samurai go. Wait, what? Son, helicopter, samurai guy. No. Okay. Since it's a little loose, I can get a little rough here, move it. But so you can see there's that detail. Okay, let me just balance him out. Let me just straighten him out. There, so it looks good. Nope, and then I rotate. Granted, it says loose fit. There's nothing I can do to tighten it. Unless I balance him just right. Rotorstorm, you were perfect off camera. Perfect for thumbnail and flight stand. Now you're giving me issues. There, will that fit? There, it fits. I'm not really adjusting it. And then move it, and then rotates. There, so that way you can see there's that. Do you have Samurai Helicopter Guy? Samurai Helicopter Guy, explain. And I believe it, no. But I have a Samurai Predator. With the actual samurai sword. But there, so that way there's a chopper. The chopper right there. It's gonna fall. Yeah. So yeah, you can see there's the front cockpit. Little cockpits underneath, so you can like think this is like a gunner pilot. So now I'm gonna quickly put a few blast effects on him, and then I'll show the pictures and talk about my thoughts. How's that sound? Good? Good. So Josh, yeah, we'll play Pred for hours. I don't know about you. For hours too. I'm gonna play until 3 a.m. again. Granted, I gotta put these figures away, and then yeah. Wasn't his name Springer? No, Josh. Springer is another bot. Not about Blue Samurai. Not about Blue Samurai. You mean Drift? Adam, you're talking about Drift. Springer is the green one, Josh. He was the G1er one. We didn't see him in live actions, but I think I forgot his name. Yeah, Adam, it's you're talking about Drift. He appeared in the Age of Extinction. In the Bayverse. Yeah, you're talking about Drift, Adam. I'll pull up a picture for both, and then so that way I can fix your confusion. How about that? Okay, anyways, there he is with blast effects. I just put him on the same size. I'm just going to replay it, pack him back in. Once he stands, look straight at least. Adam, you're talking about Drift. Josh is talking about a different bot completely. Yeah, I remember Drift. Yeah, Drift, Adam. You're talking about Drift. Josh is talking about a totally different bot. Anyways, let's go to final thoughts. But so you can see there's that for that. So I'm just going to quickly mute my. He wasn't. No, he's not. But no, that's the actor Ken Watanabe.
Watanabe. But yeah, Adam, you're talking about Drift. Josh is talking about Springer. I have yeah, nice. There's also the one that transforms into the helicopter one for the Stu Series Drift. So I'm going to quickly talk about final thoughts. I'm going to share my screen. But yeah, Josh, you're talking about Springer. Springer's a totally different character. Drift is totally a different character too. So I can actually pull up 3 pictures right now really quickly of both. Yeah, Drift was in the Age of Extinction and last night. Or AOE, and then I'll bring up a picture of. I'm going to quickly bring up a picture of those characters. I'm not bringing up anyone else's figure. But yeah, you're talking about Drift. Who was it? Who appeared in the TF4. Which we still need a triple changer of Drift, but there, I'm pulling up a quick picture. So if you guys are chatting right now, I won't be able to see what you're saying for a quick second. So I'm just gonna pull up one picture of Springer. But yeah, these characters are different. And don't you just love it when my computer goes slow? Oh, there I am. Damn, but at least he was a Ferrari. I know, who did the voice, but it made no sense. He would have an accent. No, and that's Drift. He had this accent. That was Josh. I liked the actor who voiced him. I had no issues with that. Yeah, I've seen that actor voice him in the other movies. There, I'm just pulling up a G1 Springer for you, Josh, so you can at least get the bots right. I'm not pulling up the show version and trying to pull up animation model. Springer, which I actually still have the Thrilling 30 version of Springer in my collection. Springer is green and yellow. Yeah, I know, Josh. Okay, I'm going to show the screen. We're going to do this. Hold on. Not turning on my camera. Okay, wait. And I'll look at that later. I'm going to hide this really quickly. Okay, so here. Look, Josh, this is Springer. That's Springer, Josh. 2 different figures. Characters. Oh, I liked it. So that's Springer, Josh. Okay? Well, that's your one. Adam, that's Drift. I still need to find the ice cream twins. I have them. I have them as the green and orange cars. Ooh, that's gonna be expensive. Hopefully, Studio Series 1 gives us that version at least. Let's get to Mud Flap. Flap, not flat. That's Drift. Okay, so here is the Siege Spinner, which Rotorstorm is based off, just granted a new head. But so you can see like the different posability, weapons. Here, I'll just pull up a picture. This is the Siege Minister, which this is what Rotorstorm is based off. Which he's a Decepticon versus an Autobot. So you can see like some differences. If I can find this Rotorstorm versus the Drift. Spinister versus the Rotorstorm, then yeah, I'll pull that up too. But there, that's the helicopter mobiles for him too. So that's Spinister's helicopter mode. Granted, it had the dual cockpit, but that was him. What his design was. Now here's some pictures of Rotorstorm. There, that's both of them from the back. So you can see they had just a different color scheme versus Spinister and Springer. And Rotorstorm. Now this is a G1 Rotorstorm. Cockpit forms the chest. He has these two guns. See the tail fins? Right there. There's the Autobot symbols right there. There's the colors. So the colors are pretty much spot on to the original toy. Granted, the weapons aren't. These are spring-loaded. You got like 6 missiles, so you can storm the wings like you see right there. That's the G1 Rotorstorm. Okay? So you can see that would be his guns. Granted, I believe it was Larkin's Lair released a set of the G1 accurate guns for him. For Rotorstorm, that does even incorporate flashbacks. So that's the G1 helicopter mode, but let me see if I can find you a fully other one. Yeah, that was the original head before we got this new head. Right there. This is the original helicopter for him. So you can see it was just, you saw tail fins at the back. There's the blade rotors right there, and there's the cannons, there's the missiles, there's the claw, there's the cockpit. Right there. You'll shoot your eye out, yeah, with these old figures. Especially the Fast Hobby ones. But here, if you look in the middle, you can see like there's that green with the Autobot symbol. Right there, let me see if I can find one from the front. That's a new one. But granted, that's it from the back, but if I can show you one without like the missiles right there. So some other reviews. There, that's Spinster versus Rotorstorm. So you can see the different colors. This one just had one molded color. This one had 2 different colors. Different cockpit. I do like the red, and then with the silver, and then the blue right there on the back. The heads are different too. Different. If I can, I'm not sure if I'll find one for helicopter mode, but at least I showed you a comparison versus Spinster. That's the mold. I'm just seeing if I can find one in both of them in heli mode, which it's not going to look like. Nope. Oh, that's at least you saw Spinster. We're different. A G1 version. Okay, I'm going to remove sharing the screen so that way. I'm just letting it load up here. I'll take it. Wait for it. So you can see there was that. I do like how the cockpit, how it was like 2 cockpits and only one was for all mode. The one you could see was gunner seat. How it works on the flight stand, it's a little loose. And that would be one of my main negatives. Effects, but granted the paint job, it looks more like a G1 version, like you saw right there. All right spots of it. Where granted it's just a repaint of this Spinster mold, but at least it had a different head sculpt, so that was different. They look like they would have a good slap fight. They look like they would have a good slap fight, indeed. Oh, Josh, you just retracted your message? Fudge. Great. Why are you read? Why not have Lisa make it read? Right. So yeah, the colors on Rotorstorm were good. The red I liked with the cockpits and robot mode. Now they're just slurk, and then that's that. Aspects, maybe it was a little loose in the flight stand, but yeah, it's still fine. The rotors, when you're rotating, you're spinning them, after you spin it, the top one, the front one looks really good, the propeller, and then the back one is a little bit, it works, but then it doesn't last as long spinning as the other one does, as we saw. But at least they do spin good. There's some figures that rotors won't spin good. Josh, let me know when you want to play Fred. I'm probably at least going to clean up the review station a little bit. So there's that. Anyways, comment, like, subscribe, hit the bell button to be notified whenever we go live again. In the video, go watch the Frank and Sons. So Frank and Sons collectibles. I'll hang out on the unboxing one. I'll put a link to that one in the description below because that's when I unboxed this figure. Brothers. I ate so much soap as a kid. I have a taste for it now. What? Okay. Well, there's a weird but true fact with Josh Anderson. You can find the Ultimate Wolf on Discord, the Wolf Club server, the Ultimate Wolf on Twitch, the Ultimate Wolf on Instagram. I'll have a new video this weekend, Sunday, with me versus Josh. Wolf versus Predator Hunting Grounds. Wolf versus Sith Care Bear. One of us wins, one of us loses. I just had to do a recording. I pretty much, because I couldn't go live for some reason, which the three of us, me and Josh are gonna next. Which I'll make a fresh mark. Oh my god, it really takes me back. So me, Josh, and Salacious will be facing off. I don't know when. Right, Underground. So there's gonna be that. And now that was actually one of my last generations Siege review, kind of like that. But don't worry, I'm still gonna be doing I'm gonna probably gonna do this. I'm probably gonna do the two random reviews the Overwatch figure review, and then the Godzilla vs. Kong. I think they're one of those, and then do with the Studio Series reviews, and then I'll do one Studio Series, so some figures in how they're released in order. So I believe it was Blitzwing and then or Shatter in that way, and then the next part for Devastator. So there'll be many Studio Series reviews. All 8 of these Studio Series Tridecons, the Shatter, Jet Shatter, Dino, Sentinel, Prime, 1, 2. Yeah, the Jet Shatter, Sentinel, Prime. 2 with that Blitzwing, and then Overlord figure, and then there'll be many of those Studio Series coming out. Which that's gonna be good because that's my G1, not the 1986 ones for the original Transformers movie. But yeah, Josh, just message me on Insta when you can play Pride. I'm gonna at least try to clean up my review station before I play, so I don't have to come back up here later and then do it later, very late at night. Anyways, I've been the Ultimate Wolf, Reviews and Gaming. Thanks for everyone who stopped by. And then there's Adam with faces. Oh, with this face. Laughing face. Don't forget, Mortal Kombat 11 Aftermath will be, tomorrow night. I'm just at least gonna finish that expansion, and then with those 4 characters. Rambo, Spawn, T-800, Robocop, those 3, and then after that, those 4 for a little multiplayer. And then I'll be playing Control Ultimate Edition, and next week I will be beginning right after I do that, Friday, depending on how much time left is. And then I will be doing the Control video game, Ultimate Edition on PS5, so that's going to be really good graphics. Granted, I still have that Pride video that's coming out Friday, which I believe I scheduled the time for that one. I'll probably go. Okay, so Josh, how about you go make your phone call, and then, because it's going to take me, about 30 minutes just to put everything away. So yeah, I can play late. You already know how late I play. I'm just seeing what time I upload that video so I can say when. Yeah, just hit me. I'll be up for hours. So here, I'm just gonna say what time I'm uploading that video for the me versus you. Well, Wolf versus Sith Kimber. And I actually the thumbnail's all set for that. It's when I was Valkyrie and I ripped one of your skulls out. Which, yeah, that's already scheduled. That will be going up live on Sunday. Hey, Adam, I love you. Adam, he loves you. Yeah, 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. 6 p.m. Central Standard Time, and then 7 Eastern Standard Time will the review be. That the Pride versus Predator Hunting Grounds video will be up. Me versus Sith Kimber. So there's that. But yeah, Josh, I'll just hit me up, or I'll hit you up after I'm done with the cleaning up, and then I can let you know when I can play. But yeah, 4 p.m. Sunday for Pacific Standard Time, 6 p.m. for Central Standard Time, and 7 Eastern Standard Time. The video will be up. It's an hour worth of gameplay. Well, hour of gameplay. Me versus Sith Care Bear. Only one of us will win, and one will lose. That'll be your choice to watch and figure out who wins and loses. Maybe someone gets their spines ripped out a bunch of times with their head too. Good old press style. Anyways, I've been the Ultimate Wolf for Reason Gaming. This has been Transformers Generation Selects Rotorstorm review.